Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? We wanted to make a quick video and kind of talk about another thing that makes us unique from other medical practices, other big box gyms, and that would be the kind of small town environment, the comfortable environment that we have here. I want Frank to kind of talk about that since he's kind of been doing this for a lot longer than I have.
Yeah, one of the things before I open was I wanted to make it a personal attention, because you sometimes go to a big box gym and you're a number. You go through, they boom, to do, and same thing with a lot of times it's any practice really, any place you go into. So my goal here was to give the personal touch, I guess if you want to say that. You know, as far as the personal touch, make it non-intimidating. Everybody here's family.
This is the crew, Mia Familia.
Everybody's here's friends. I mean, there's people have developed a lot of friendships out here. It goes back to what you were just talking about earlier, was about, you know, people develop friendships. People, has anybody got married? I don't think so. Yeah, well, I don't think so, but that's going to happen.
You're talking about met here?
Met here, got married.
Yeah, because they met here? Okay.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Not that I can think of, but
No, I
I've
don't
been
think
here
so.
as long as you.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, that's what this video wants to be about. Is like, we are a very non-intimidating facility, whatever aspect you're going to use us, as far as if it's Dr. Lytle, if it's Shannon, if it's Terry, if it's Yoga Zumba. It's just, we want to create, all of us want to create that personal touch, and I think we've done that here. I mean, what do you guys think? I think we've created that where people feel welcome, and that was our goal, is to, you know, we put the people first, and that's what everyone does here. And we had people that have come in here before that have worked, and they didn't do that. So, you know, we don't want that here. We won't have that here. So
Frank is the caretaker of the gym. All right, so I wanted to see, Shannon, did you have any examples of people who came in and were kind of pleasantly surprised about the kind of the comfort that they felt here compared to another medical office?
Yeah, I think so. Lots of examples over the years. I think the biggest difference in what I'm able to do here, because I work outside of a traditional model, is 100% one-on-one care, right? In most clinics, and this is not true for all, and this is not in any way to minimize the quality of care that someone can receive at a bigger clinic, right? Like, everybody has a unique fit for their needs at that time with that injury, right? So for instance, I would say the type of case that does really well with me is, say, somebody with attention type headaches, TMJ, digestive issues, all related to tension and stress in the head, the neck, the upper chest. Things that require a lot of one-on-one hands-on care, a lot of education, but also a quieter setting. Sometimes, you know, when people are suffering in a lot of pain, sometimes being out in the middle of a busy gym is not the best fit for someone in that situation. So I think people in a chronic pain situation or in a more severe pain situation, or that need more guided one-on-one time with their exercise, those are a good fit for this type of setting. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes, you know, they'll transition to finish their physical therapy with me, and then they can go on and do a workout program with Frank, right? And another instance would be, say they have that chronic tension headache. Maybe there's something that I don't know about, a vitamin deficiency, a nutritional issue, allergies, things like that. And then that's the type of client that works well with all of us, because Dr. Lytle is better suited to evaluate and treat those issues, right? So that maybe there's an underlying issue that's not a musculoskeletal problem, but manifests as a headache, and trying to get to those types of root issues. I think we all work together on those, and then for a long-term plan.
I think one of the biggest things too is, I think that you're able to do one-on-one, and people, you know, as everyone knows, people need to vent. When you're in a big clinic like that, you can't do that. You got 5-6 people around you. But when you're one-on-one with Shannon and Dr. Lytle, I mean, not always with me, I have multiple people, but we still have that personal touch as far as people always, you know, tell me what they got to do. And because all this has to do with mental too. I mean, as far as everything we do here is mental. You know, as far as it helps. That didn't sound very good, did it?
Are you saying the mental?
Everything we
Are you sure?
You know what I mean.
That's a Freudian slip, I think.
We're all mental here.
That's definitely.
But anyways, come anyway. But yeah, so I think it's just, we do the psychological aspect of it too, I guess, because they're able to talk about things and maybe something that's caused their, you know, issues or whatever. So I like that, and that's why the personal touch is you're able to talk one-on-one with somebody.
And we've all talked to patients here who have said, I get nervous in doctor's offices, like I don't like the waiting room, it just weirds me out. And there really isn't that sort of atmosphere here. We don't have kind of the sterilized atmosphere, the white walls, and you walk into the room and there's no character, it's just empty, and maybe you see some tongue depressors on the cabinet or something like that. It's not necessarily like that. There's certainly loads of character here, but the atmosphere that we've created. What was that?
That's a good word, character.
Character, yeah. There's lots of character.
A lot of characters.
Characters and character.
Yeah.
I think I hear the phrase too, like, I just felt like a number, right? Like, they don't know me, right? I see a different person every time I go there.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that was happening with you at your former practice, wasn't it? I think you had told me.
Yeah, and it's, it is in no way the fault of the practitioners, right? Like, everybody works within the situation that they're given, right? And that's unfortunately just the way a lot of healthcare models are, in my opinion, right now.
Or if it's an insurance model.
Right.
You may have to do that.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, you have to stay in business, so you have to do whatever that requires. Whereas, we're fortunate enough here that we can run a business and still suit individual needs and get to know our clients on a personal level, which I think sometimes helps you to figure out what the underlying issues are, right? So, and I'm sure you see that with your clients as well, right? Like, it's not just an injury, it's a whole lifestyle, whole body, whole situation at that time in life. If you're under an extremely stressful situation, all those things, I think we're lucky enough to get to consider that because we get to know our clients.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you don't feel like a number because you're recognized, you're known, you're treated one-on-one for the entirety of your visit. Sometimes I even go over. But I think that I hear that over and over again. I'm sure you guys do too. That I don't feel like a number. Like, I was going to another place and I don't even think they knew my name. They didn't even know when I was gone.
And then you have somebody different each time. You have somebody different each time. You have
so the continuity of care, I think, is
instead of a doctor, you see a nurse practitioner. I hear that a lot. Or physician's assistant you may see. So each time that you go in, you never see the same person, or you're expecting to see the doctor, but you end up seeing somebody else. So I've had definitely a bunch of patients tell me that. They were like, well, I want to come in and see you because I wasn't getting the care that I wanted at this other facility. I did feel like a number, or something felt off. So a lot of times patients won't exactly know what specifically it is, but they're like, it just didn't seem right. Like, I just didn't like the situation. I didn't like the scenario. I didn't like how I was treated, even if they weren't treated badly. It just, maybe it was just a neglect, or they were kind of treated just as a number. And that's certainly not the kind of level of care that we are able to, provide at the TNT Fitness and Wellness Center. So if that's something that interests you, give us a call. You can call the gym. You can call all three of us individually. We all have our office numbers on the TNT and Fitness website. And be sure to like and subscribe to these videos so that more people can see them, so that we can get this message out to even more people who are interested in the services that we're offering and like to listen to mental people with lots of character helping you. All right, so we will see you on the next one, and see ya.
See ya.